And now, if it's okay, I do want to talk to you a little bit about your time serving this great nation that we live in, with your time in the Air Force there. What exactly made you want to get involved with the U.S. military and join the Air Force?
Several things, actually. I always liked the idea of serving my country, but I wanted to be able to serve my country and still go to college and fulfill my civilian goals as well. So that's how I kind of discovered the Air National Guard. So I kind of get to do both. I get to do the military and the civilian stuff, and it's been a perfect fit for me. Also, my grandpa was in all three branches of the military except the Air Force, so I figured I'd just complete that circle and join the Air Force, and probably the best decision I've ever made.
So, what would you say is harder then, right? Going through fight camp like you are right now, or going through basic training to go off and serve the country?
You know, it's actually funny because I discovered MMA taking a cardio kickboxing class to get in shape for Air Force basic training. And that's how I found out about MMA. Before that, I didn't even know what MMA or jiu-jitsu was. So it's pretty crazy. Um, but I'd say going through basic training was one of the hardest things I had ever done at the age of 19 years old. And not only going through basic training, but becoming an honor graduate of basic training kind of showed me that I could do anything I set my mind to. And that is the mentality I brought into MMA. And I think that that's really helped me overcome a lot of these struggles that I've had with MMA. But if I had to choose right now, I'd say that MMA is probably harder just because it's such a lifestyle. You know, you have to dedicate your whole nutrition and your training schedule, and everything revolves around your fight camp. So I'd say that MMA is probably harder right now than the military.
So, at least one cool thing with the Air Force, I have a friend, a very close friend, that's still doing things with the Air Force. I have a relative that was in the Air Force. You get to travel to different countries, see different things. Have you gotten to travel to different countries and kind of explore around and do different things like that?
I've got to travel to different parts of this country, and then I did get deployed to Al Dhafra Air Base in the Middle East, so I got to see some of the Middle East in my time, but I haven't really gotten to go to too many other countries just because I'm in the Air National Guard, so I'm doing more stateside stuff.
I got you. Was there a favorite Air Force base that you've enjoyed having, spending time at? Like Vegas has one, San Diego has one. There's a few nice areas that have Air Force bases.
Yeah, I'd say Nellis Air Force Base is in Vegas, and I really like that one. I also really liked Luke Air Force Base in Arizona. I absolutely love Arizona. It's probably my favorite state just because it's absolutely beautiful with all of their rock formations and the mountains and stuff. So I loved being at Luke Air Force Base.
And you're still very actively involved with the Air Force. You're doing work right now. You have some future plans where the Air Force is going to take you. So why don't you just talk a little bit about some of the things you're doing now and the plans that you have upcoming? Because right after your fight, you're getting ready to make a move there with the Air Force. So
Yeah, so I actually just recently cross-trained in the Air Force to metals technology, which is welding and machining aircraft parts. So about 2 weeks after my fight, I'll be heading down to Texas for 3 months to do the tech school training to become a welder and a machinist for the Air Force. And I'm really excited about that. I like the hands-on type jobs, so I'm super excited to get involved in this new career field.
all right, now one last thing. This is both MMA related and Air Force related here. There have been plenty of fighters over the years that have served the country, and a lot of them have said, well, you know what? Like, after serving the country and being involved with so many different things, I don't get those fight night jitters. You know, it's not as serious. You know, I've had people shoot at me, and I've been involved with all these secret missions and things like that. Can you relate to that? Like, are you afraid on fight night, or is this kind of more just like a fun thing that you enjoy doing, and because you've done so many hard things in your life like that?
I have done a ton of hard things in my life, but I'm not going to lie to you. It is still very nerve-wracking going into the cage when someone's trying to fight you. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure that there's a lot of people that say that they don't get nervous on fight night, but I don't believe them because it's natural. It's perfectly natural to when you're getting in front of a million fans, um, getting in a cage with someone that's trying to hurt you. Like, it's very nerve-wracking, and I'll keep it real. I'm totally nervous on fight night.